18 years ago, I was born from an affair, and now I find myself grappling with my father's harsh words. I am not his son, and he will not pay for my college. Yet my siblings had their tuition generously covered by him. The aftermath of my confession placed a tremendous weight on my shoulders. Life seemed to return to its familiar rhythm, interrupted by the sorrowful passing of my grandfather, a loss I am still grappling with. With courage drawn from the sea of advice and support in the comments, I confronted both my parents, clarifying my standing within the family and my relationship with them and my siblings. It was a revelation to understand that my parents' love for me remained unchanged. The recent upheaval was merely a repercussion of an intense argument, a miscommunication that spiraled out of control. It was discomforting to comprehend my own environment through the insightful comments of strangers. After navigating through a fraction of the comments, I decided to concede. The sheer volume was overwhelming. One crucial revelation surfaced. I was definitely headed to the college of my dreams, and I would relish the same experience as my siblings. The resources were already allotted, and my family's financial stability was unshaken. My father's outburst was merely a reflection of his emotional turmoil, a combination of my grandfather's deteriorating health and an escalating fight with my mother. Even if my father had upheld his stance, my grandfather left a sufficient inheritance for me and my siblings, enough to fund my college education. A heated argument, a poorly timed request, and a misconstrued statement were the catalysts for this entire fiasco. In the aftermath, my parents reconciled, my sister vehemently voiced her disapproval, and my brother expressed his displeasure. The passing of my grandfather subdued the storm, redirecting our focus towards grief and loss. Navigating through the comments was a revelation, a realization of my naivety. I was unprepared to face the world, unaware of the intricacies of college loans or grants. The sudden shift in my reality was disorienting. My parents faced a torrent of disparagement, an uncomfortable read. Despite the hurt, I understood my father's reaction and the circumstances that provoked it. We were on the path to recovery. My mother's affair and the subsequent fallout was a piece of my history that fell into place. I had no desire to trace my biological father. The man who abandoned my mother during her pregnancy held no place in my life. My family was my mother, my father, my sister, and my brother. That was all that mattered. In the wake of this revelation, I sought to become more independent, not out of resentment, but to ensure my survival in the world. Through this ordeal, I understood my standing within my family and realized I was not alone. Even though my parents faltered in their greatest moment of weakness, I chose to see it as a fleeting moment of imperfection in an otherwise loving relationship. They are human, they make mistakes, and I am loved, and that is enough.